guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. How are y'all all doing today? I hope you are having an amazing Thursday. I know I am, besides the rain or whatever, besides it being winter again here in New York City or whatever, I'm having a great day. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video because we already know you're going to forget to like it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. Go ahead and go follow me on my Blue Sky. Go on the IG where I post the pretty pictures or whatever. Jump over to my TikTok and go ahead and subscribe to me over there. Don't forget, y'all can go to my website, jovibeauty.com. Grab you one of our dope ass pieces of merch. I have some beautiful scarves, sweaters, mugs, got a lot of really nice items. So head over there today. Last but certainly not least, you can always do what? Donate to the channel. It is thoroughly appreciated. All the information should be going across the bottom of the screen. What was I doing? Where was I? Hold on. There we go. All the information is currently going across the bottom of the screen. How are you all doing today? Let me jump into these comments. Good morning, sweetest girl. Y'all, it is so much things I want to discuss today, but right now we're going to get into Chrisean. Okay. Y'all know I don't like talking about Chrisean, but we're going to get into Chrisean and her not wanting Junior anymore, okay? We're going to get a little bit into the GloRilla and Thee Stallion situation because and I'm also want to get a little bit into this EVELYN and Jennifer Lopez. No, hear me, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lozado situation that is apparently happening on Love and Hip Hop. Okay, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, but I find the situation interesting, and people are coming out the woodworks. Okay, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna laugh about it. Okay, because all right. So good morning. Well, it's afternoon here in NYC, but good morning, everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Chrisean since it's the easiest. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And we're going to get her up out of here because the other things have a lot of the other topics have a lot more layers. Okay. Thank you, Bree. Bree told y'all to get these likes up. So remember to get my likes up. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So I saw it posted yesterday, but I guess on site, I think it's on the Shade Room, but I guess on site didn't get to post it until this morning. Let me turn my volume up because I don't want to have to put on no headphones. And we're gonna listen to this. Okay, we know I ain't getting into any old crap with Chrisean, okay? I don't want to reiterate it. I don't really want to, okay? If you don't know up until now, I can't help you because it's the ghetto for me. It's not the ghetto. It's the trailer park for me. That's the new word. It's the trailer park of it all for me. I can't deal, okay? But I think she finally might have done the most sensible thing ever. So I decided that maybe we should look into it a little bit. Okay. Hello, everybody. Sierra said, what did I just walk into? The bullshit. Okay. All right. So let's listen. Let's listen.
Listen, I'm sorry, Jaden. I'm sorry. Who else? I apologize to that whole side of people. I'm just sorry because I really care about my son, bro. And I know he'll be thriving better with his siblings too. And Carlos, you got me blocked on Instagram, so I can't follow you. But girl, you could come get your grandson for when he come home in August. So he'll have all his kids there. I don't, I literally want to take myself out of the situation and then just receive whatever God has in store and what purpose He has for this whole thing to work out.
God in this.
I know for a fact once I let you in my son's life this time go around, you won't even play with it because you will actually love my son and you respect what I have to say. Sorry, Carlissa.
Y'all, did y'all hear that? Let me bring my ass right back up here. Did y'all hear that? She says she don't. Did I mishear her? She says she don't. She know they care about her son and she don't want him. Did I not hear that? That she don't want him. Which we knew that from her pregnancy. We knew that from birth. We knew that. Okay. She don't really want him. She don't want to deal with him. He has whatever issues. Okay. And she just does. She just can't. She can't, won't, and don't wanna. Can't is I might not have the mental capacity to deal with this. She don't, but she just don't wanna. So now she's willing to do the most reasonable thing. And Carlissa is Carlissa, and Blueface is Blueface. Leave Jada out of it. Side note: Jada got her kids to worry about. She don't want to get into y'all mess. Okay, the traumatic shit she has created for that child to be brought into a world to try to keep a man that was crazy, abusive, fucked up, all of that stuff from before that child was even conceived. The knocking between the washers and the dryers, the drinking, the drugs, the whatever, and now that baby ain't her child. Her child is older than Halo. The baby still can't even walk. We don't think the baby can see. She hasn't put the baby, from what we see, in any sort of therapy. She's too busy running behind fucking Blueface to try to do anything to help this child. Her child. But whatever. She don't give a fuck, and that's okay. Thank you for acknowledging you don't give a fuck. More people just need to acknowledge that when they don't. Just stop fighting for it. Stop. When you don't care, you don't care. This is why so many women, and I'm so happy that women are just at a place in general, not the trailer park bullshit, but like in general, like saying, listen, I don't want to have children and I'm not gonna. Because we spent so many decades, probably centuries, forcing women to have children who didn't want to have children. And the ramifications from that have just played out throughout history. So Carlissa, in the, I don't want to have to click back and forth, but in the, I believe it was Shade Room. In the Shade Room comment, Clarissa, in the Shade Room post, Clarissa commented underneath, and she was like, listen, it's cool. I take my grandson. Like, I don't know where the baby is at. Maybe he's in some sort of hospital. Maybe, she just can't. Maybe they took the baby. Where is the baby? I don't know. The baby ain't coming back to August. Where the fuck is the baby that the baby is not coming back to August? That's a question. Is the baby at some sort of rehab center? Did the baby get taken because she's not doing anything? And the best way out of it, and to just say, fuck it, I don't care. Everybody know I don't care. I want to be outside shaking my ass. Ain't nothing wrong with being outside shaking your ass. That's why I keep telling y'all don't need to have babies to 30 plus. You need to have your youth. You need to be outside when you're young and have learning experiences. This was supposed to be a learning experience for this girl. Learn. Okay, this is not okay. Move the fuck on. But now she's stuck with a baby that she doesn't want. The shout out to her for giving it to Clarissa. Clarissa, we're giving him to Clarissa. Clarissa's a lot of things, but I don't believe that Clarissa is not going to do everything possible. Clarissa's going to have every nurse available, every doctor's appointment on it. Clarissa's going to make sure that that baby has a chance. Because if he stayed with Chrisean, nothing. Not a damn thing. The baby's a year and a half. Can't walk, can't talk, can't see, can't nothing. Halo doing more. No, I'm not comparing, but you know, if you don't know anything about children and you just watch social media, that's a good comparison. You know what I'm saying? But like, what was I doing? No, I didn't mean to click on that. So that happened. I don't know where the child is. Hopefully they'll figure it out because August sounds crazy. Where is your child? It is May. I just had to look at the thing. It's May. June, July, or like, where is your child? I know her child is not with the molesting family on her side. I doubt that. So where is the child? He might have gotten taken. This is just my opinion. He might have gotten taken, or he's in some sort of what do you call that? Live-in child nursing home. I know some people who have children that has, you know, and they have a child who lives in one of those. Those are really good for them. Because you don't have the capability to, most people, and that's okay, don't have the capability to and all the facilities, right, to help a child that has those sort of issues. What's the word? Evolve ain't the word. Be able to learn those things. That's what they do. They have the therapists. They have the physical therapists. They have the people who, this is what they do 24/7. So maybe, hopefully the baby's there and the baby might get some sort of help there. And then when he gets out, Clarissa needs to take it. Clarissa's a lot of things, but she's the most reasonable out of all of these people. So that happened. Oh man. All right. It's sad, but I'm happy. It's sad, but I'm happy because, like, how did we even get here? Okay. I want to go into, hold on. Is it on here? It may be on here. Hold on. I hope y'all have liked this video. Okay. So yesterday we spoke about Meg Thee Stallion. And I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up again. We spoke about Meg Thee Stallion because, again, everybody, it's like Harass Black Women Month or some shit. I don't know. Meg Thee Stallion basically said, because, you know, people start harassing this girl again. She said, at what point are y'all gonna stop making me have to relive being powed by Tory? At what point are Tory and y'all fans gonna stop lying? Like, how much is the check to keep harassing me? Why is this happening every day? 1 minute, y'all said I was never powed. Now y'all letting him play in y'all face again and say I was powed, but it wasn't him. Oh, okay. I'm sick of this something. Leave me the F alone. He ain't dare get on that stand and deny he powed me. And that was his choice because he knows he did that shit. I don't give a fuck about a blog or a bot. I hear that. Why in earth would me, Meg Thee Stallion, have to lie on this motherfucker about powing me? How y'all mad at the person that got powed? Facts are facts. He did it. It was proven in court. F the hate campaign on the internet. Tory, you powed me. Ain't no new effing evidence. Y'all been saying the same shit for years. Tory, please leave me alone. You a effing demon. You a fucking demon. I'll take the hit. And all of y'all motherfuckers who make excuses for him and men like him are fucking demons. I'll take that hit. I'm off this silly ass internet shit. Bye. So that happened. We ain't done. Okay? We're not done. So then, for whatever fucking reason, so, you know, you got a Republican up in there, if you don't know, talking about, oh, Tories should be set free. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. It just, can I say, fuck it, I'm going to do it for a second. Can it just, it shows how weak the fact that a Republican woman is doing this shit and trying to bring up getting Tory Lanez free, on top of everything that's happening right now with the Diddy trial and all of these people talking shit and da-da-da-da. It just shows the unscrupulous behavior of too many black people, of too many black men. Because the Republican lady is just doing this to try to turn y'all, make child support illegal. Diddy ain't do nothing. Tory Lanez is innocent. It don't matter if he shot her. She should have shut the fuck up. Kind of niggas into Republican because y'all are so easily fucking swayed. Be proud of the 80%, but let's not forget it was only 80% and it was 20% of y'all motherfuckers who, you know, like, if I was a man, I don't understand how black men in particular aren't insulted as hell and aren't mad as hell by these other men who are being an example of who they are. How are you not insulted as hell that you got a MAGA Republican on your side? How Sway? Like the lack of dignity, the lack of fucking dignity. It's repugnant. It's this, like, how? I'm glad I'm glad I was put on this earth as a woman because I can't comprehend it. I can't comprehend it. You have the entire continent of Africa fighting a fucking battle for their fucking dignity. And these men here are just giving it away from a white person to be able to be abusive, to just not be to fight the audacity of the world, of women, of black women in particular, to want you to be a better human fucking being. To not make excuse, to not be a rape apologist. I'm going in, and I know it's too early. I got about 20 minutes before I'm supposed to go in like that. But listen, I'm like, why? Why are you not embarrassed that the MAGA bitch is with you? Anyway, so that's what happened with the MAGA bitch. So then Azealia Banks, hateful ass. Sis, Tory is in a jail hospital, probably knocked out on sedatives and pain meds trying to heal. Shut the fuck up, Azealia. When did he say anything? He hasn't even told his fan he is okay. The public doesn't have proof the man is still alive. No photos, no words from his family. Girl, is that devil in your head making you spaz like this? If I were you, I would calm down. You're making the block hot. Shh, make the stop. She doesn't have to calm down. She got shot. Bitch, Azalea Banks was on the internet crying about 2 years ago because her neighbor told her he was going to whoop her ass. Remember that? Her white neighbor. And she was on the internet crying, talking about how she feels so unprotected. And her neighbor just told her he was going to whoop her ass. Meg Thee Stallion was, and she has been traumatized and terrorized for the last, 5 fucking years. Who the fuck are you? Who are you to tell her why? And again, a Trumper. Of course, because Azalea is a Trumper. Who are you to tell that woman she doesn't have a right to be a human being? Who are you? Do you know what she's going through? Do you know what he is doing in the background? How do you know that he's not conscious? How do you know that he ain't sending shit through his lawyer too? She probably know. She's the victim, not you. We wouldn't know. How do you know? She's suing people for a reason. She has a right to not be terrorized and traumatized, re-traumatized every other fucking week, at least once a week. Like, but again, like I said, those sort of people, that 8% of Black women, those 20% of Black men, the white supremacy has dug into your brain and rotted it. Because even as a Black person, Azalea Banks seems to feel like we aren't allowed to have emotions. We have to stay under control and be like these non-humans, androids or something. We're the most human people on this goddamn planet, but apparently we aren't allowed to feel, have emotions, nothing. She was shot, ho. Nigga, yeah, a white boy yelled at you when you were crying over the internet for like 4 days straight. Over him telling you he was gonna whoop your ass because you was burying cats and shit. Fucking dumbass. We still not done, y'all. We're not done. So then this dumbass bird, yeah, I said it. Don't forget to donate to the channel. This dumbass bird, where's she at? Yeah, I got it for you. She want to apologize. She said, I don't internet shit and I don't do mess. It was an innocent repost. Y'all BSN. I don't know what BSN is. I'm a grown up. I should have asked my daughter before she left, but I don't know. So she posted something with Tory Lanez playing in the background. Didn't Meg just take her on tour? Meg just took GloRilla on tour, right? Didn't they just finish a tour? Didn't Meg introduce GloRilla to Beyonce? And she put her on tour? What you playing? I got something. I'm not even going to pull it up because then I have to unclick from. I don't want to do that. So Meg said, you know what? I'm good. Because arguing for what? Look at what these people are doing. Meg just unfollowed her. And I assume blocked her as well. On her phone, on her whatever. She unfollowed her. And she blocked her or some shit. She unfollowed her and everything. And I assume she blocked her in real life. Because I'm not having these conversations. I have enough self-respect and decency to not have these conversations. If some nigga shoot me and my friend make excuses for him or post him in any sort of way that's not a drag, you're not my friend. I keep telling y'all, there's difference between friends and acquaintances. Okay, number one. But if I call you my friend, even if I call you my fucking acquaintance, but they call each other cool, friend, whatever, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not arguing with you about it. I used to do that when I was young and immature, arguing with you. But the reality is, like, recognizing that that bitch don't fuck with you for her to be friends with your ops. That literally you. Are you serious? Not oh, shoot, I'm mad at her. We got the same hair color. I'm not talking about no petty, stupid, silly shit. I'm not talking about no high school, oh, I like him and he like him too. You don't talk to her because she like him and I like him. I'm not talking about no foolishness. Her was convicted in a court of law and sentenced to 10 years. And you repost that man? You know how good, let me tell you, my friends won't even repost Neo. Real shit. They go, anytime something happened, they be laughing and geeking in the group chat about him. Even my cousins, when I see them, they don't post it. If the music comes, because y'all know Leo tried to play with me a couple years ago. If at a family function, if Neo come on, you'll hear my cousins be like, that nigga tried it with my cousin, Don't play with me. Then y'all, homeboy, who's out here in New York, look, this is New York. Can I say this? This is New York City. I don't give a fuck how y'all do it in California, how y'all dress, your sexual orientation, none of that. This is New York. I don't know what the fuck he been wearing. Can I say that? Y'all do that shit in California. But like, the fuck do you have on in New York City? Going to court at that. But whatever. So y'all homeboy, the Wiggins, want to jump his ass up in this conversation. Right? He goes, my thing is, I'm not going to click on it because, I clicked on it. He said, my thing is, why was Meg so quick to unfollow Glo and archive the birthday post before at least, and Meg deleted Glo's birthday post, before at least calling her and cuss her ass out if it was that serious? Yeah, I don't know. She wouldn't be no friend of mine because, girl, at least call me and let me know you feel away. That was way too easy to throw away. Baby, that's why he's always in the situations he is in. Or my Wiggins have proven shit just from Official King Pain. They grew up together. That he don't know how to be a friend. You can't take people like this. Like you can't understand it because you're not a good human being. You can't understand it because your friendships or people, let me say this, not just him, people who can't understand it because all the reshares are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And these are coming from white people too. But that's how you end up in Mexico getting unalived by your friends, by the people you thought were your friends. Pay attention. When people aren't your friends, that's okay. I don't need to call you. Call you for what? That just sounds dumb. Call you for what? What am I calling you for? To tell you how you hurt me? Bitch, you know how you hurt me. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all the same. That's the same kind of shit that got you crying for a nigga and calling him to explain to him how he hurt you. Bitch, you know he hurt you. He don't care. Some fucking self-respect. Dignity, ho. What's wrong with you? You want people to call you because you know you ain't a good person. You don't need to call me. If I fucked up that bad and I call you my friend, you don't need to call me, bitch. I know what the fuck I did. I know what I did. What I'm going to do, attempt to gaslight you. Oh, I didn't mean it. They wasn't what they went to do. No, bitch. I did that. If I did that, I did that. We got some donations, but I'm gonna get to that at the end because when I get to donations, I forget sometimes. Okay. But thank y'all so much. Don't forget to donate to the channel. Fully appreciated. I was looking. The fuck? But okay, whatever. Let me go. I was looking for SZA. SZA made a comment, and I want to read it. It's on the shade room. Oh no, I'm on site. See, if I leave on site, then I gotta. Let me go on the shade room on my phone. I'll pull it up on my phone. I'll pull up on the shade room on my phone because I don't want to have to click it out and then click it back in because I got it set. Yeah, Kid Cudi was in court today, y'all. Well, I might get into that later, but I want to point out what SZA said because at what point? Hold on. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms. Okay, where is this shit? Did she say it yesterday? Her social media post. What's this? Hold on, give me 1 second, because I know it's here. Okay, here you go.
Oh, Tory Lanez is innocent. Tory Lanez is innocent. There's new evidence. Okay, so why are you telling me you need to be? Discovered new evidence, and your first thought was press conference? There's nothing I can do for you. I'm the general public. You need to be talking to. You want him released, but his lawyers haven't filed anything? That's not how any of this works. You're playing that's that. Oh, Tory Lanez.
Okay, so it says she commented underneath it. It says the density. I'm actually so shocked at the amount of people fully comfortable bullying a woman that proved to be a victim of assault, like out loud, where other people can see you. This is what I gonna get, like out loud, where other people can see you. LMAO. You finna be stupid out loud? Yeah. That's the energy. If you say if you say you fuck with me. If you fuck with any woman, that's the energy. What are we talking about? He got convicted. What are we talking about? And you saying this shit out loud. I appreciate it though, because it lets us know where every last one of you stand. Y'all are so caught up. Unlike back in the day, I used to say, back in the day, you didn't have, but actually, it's a better thing because now you can tell where people stand. You know where people stand. Back in the day, you had to figure that shit out. Now you just have to go through somebody's Facebook or IG and you'll figure it out. You'll figure out what kind of person someone is. Like, oh, okay. Like, don't play in my face. And then expect me to be like, but why would you do that to me? I know. Meg did not have enough self-respect back then. She got it now. That's how she ended up in a situation. She was effing him in the first place. Shane, she was mourning her parents, drunk out of her mind. They ain't have no self-regard for herself. That's why she was around people like that. She had to learn that. She probably going through a lot of fucking intense therapy. Have some self-fucking respect. I'm cutting you out my life. I don't need you to explain why you disrespected me. Or why I took it out of context. So you dumb bitch. People been telling me I took a bullet out of context. What the fuck is wrong with you? So that happened. Shout out to Meg. Fuck you, Glow. And I really started to like you too. I did not like the fact that you got a nose job recently. You probably, I don't know. But look at what you do. The response was not supposed to be, let me to be clear. She was shocked. Oh, I didn't do that. That wasn't supposed to be a response. You shared that nigga shit. Your response could have been like, nah, fuck Tory. I ain't even realized, fuck. He shot a woman. You're a woman. He shot a woman. You're a woman. He shot a woman and then been torturing her for 5 fucking years. You are a woman. But go ham, I guess. I bet you won't see Beyonce no more. I tell you that. I bet you won't see Beyonce no more. All right, y'all. So we're going to move on. Now, I have it marked where it is. It's a lot of shit going on. Okay, I'll pause this. Okay, so I don't watch Love and Hip Hop no more. I ain't watching it in a while. But I do know, based off of snippets and shit that I've been watching, that EVELYN has been really upset with Jennifer. Remember when Love and Hip Hop started, how these two were BFFs? Jennifer used to be running behind EVELYN like her little side piece or whatever. My opinion, EVELYN just mad that Jennifer is winning and she's not. Now, again, I don't know if she's winning in real life because there's a lot of stuff with this man. I don't know. But EVELYN feels like, okay, we're not arguing about if Jennifer is actually winning or not. That's not the point. EVELYN feels like Jennifer is winning because she got a man. And EVELYN ain't got none. EVELYN sharing niggas with her son. With her daughter. Give me her son, Lord. With her daughter. EVELYN's a bird and she is then I heard that EVELYN was, talking about all of Jen's old relationships. It really gives to me, you were supposed to be my sidekick. Not be a main, not have your own shit going on. Not to be your own main character. And Jennifer played sidekick for a long time. She did. And now she is out from that bullshit and she's her own main character in her own fucking world. She's with the shits. She got her PYT. He cute. He a scammer. He not a scammer. I don't know, but he got money. Okay? And she happy. Now, whether it's temporary or not, I don't know, but she good. And as for somebody who said they your friend trying to throw shots at you and men that you've dated before, EVELYN be going like this. She get up. Jennifer ain't get up. Okay, Jennifer black. Jennifer a dark-skinned black woman in this world. We don't have the luxury to be ghetto sometimes. A lot of the times. We don't have the luxury. Okay? But I guess other people do. Because other people got into the fight. And we gonna watch. So this is, I guess this girl came out because this is Chrisean. Is that his name? I don't know. Let me check. They don't say his name. I think his name Chrisean. She probably gonna say it throughout the thing. This is his ex-wife, baby mama. No. Let's listen. And then we're gonna listen to his mom. His parents got in the chat. This is gonna be interesting. But when I tell you, his mama got in the chat, baby. And his mama did everything that Jennifer is too prissy to do. And I'm here to bring that to y'all.
So get ready.
We ready.
Because yes.
Okay.
I am mama.
Mm-hmm.
I am taking care of these babies.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I want you to live your best life. Do what you want to do. Travel, see the world, live your best life. But stop causing chaos in other people's lives and not taking responsibility for what you have to do to fix it. Fix it. Stop not paying people back. Stop ignoring the fact that you owe child support. Stop pretending like, oh, life is so grand and we're rich and we have all this money and we're just living our best lives and we don't care what we're doing to everybody else. We're just just fuck everybody. We're living our best life. Okay, keep living your best life. But guess what? We're coming for you. We're coming for you because you still owe money. You still need to take responsibility. And if you don't want to do it, we're going to make you. So get ready. Because, yes, my issue
Christian's
with
name is
people
Christian.
That you think that you can go into somebody's house, build a relationship, get close to those people, and then walk the fuck out and throw a grenade in that bitch and light it on fire. And then you turn around and look back like you did nothing. You take no responsibility for what you've done to cause chaos in people's lives. That's my issue that I have. Because if we really want to talk about it, we have receipts, text messages, conversations showing where you have disrupted the peace in people's homes. That's why you owe people money. You owe your own children money. You owe your own children so much back pay because you don't take responsibility for what you're supposed to do as a father, as a businessman. That's why.
Okay, wait a minute. What's happening here? What's happening here? I know he supposed to be a scammer, right? Cool. But what the fuck does his scamming ways got to do with her? And why is she on here arguing about other people? Argue about him owing you child support. And honestly, did you go to child support court? Ain't they down south? Down south, they lock them niggas up for not paying child support. What's happening? Because I didn't listen to this fully. I saw the first like couple seconds and I was like, all right, I'll play that, you know. But what's happening right now? Because he blew up your house? Because he got with you, had babies with you, and then abandoned you. I get it. But like, that's done. Maybe I'm just cold and I just be like, once it's done with me. It's done. Get your money. But because he running around here with Jennifer acting like a nigga running around with Jennifer. I don't know. We're gonna see. Let's continue watching.
We're speaking up. So y'all can give zero fucks all you want.
Okay.
My issue with people is that you think that you can go into somebody's house, build a relationship, get close to those people, and then walk the fuck out and throw a grenade in that bitch and light it on fire. And then you turn around and look back like you did nothing. You take no responsibility.
I saw a K in the comments. K said, but he looked like he that type of dude. Don't he? Like, I don't know. Like, this is why we have to educate our daughters. I'm going to say that. This is why we have to set them up. Because why this man was able to come in your house, Spoonie G you breathe, you know, you have babies and all this shit for him. And, you know, like, what? What the fuck? Okay, there's another one, though. I'm about to play it in a second. I got to go to on site. No, is it on site? No, it's hold on. Did y'all see the girl that said pap smears are not of God? I wonder what the doctor told her. Anyway, let me go back. Because I'm looking for a specific one. I saw that shit this morning too. I was like, oh, this Love and Hip Hop shit is going, is pumping. Hold on, let me see. They post a lot over here. This is a day ago. Hold on. I'm gonna find it because I saw it. I had it. I watched a couple. Let me go back up for a second because I don't think it was this old. Okay. Bam. Okay. No. I hate trying to find something on the computer when it's like sitting right on my phone. Like, how far back was it? It was only like yesterday. Yesterday. Who's this? Guess who? I don't want to guess who that is. Oh, and Chris Brown has been released. Side note. Chris Brown has been released. Okay. Chris Brown is released. I'm really looking for this shit because it might be the funniest thing I've seen in a while. The Dragoth was epic. Where is it? Where is it? Ooh. Oh, EVELYN posted a bunch of Christian's court notices, his like child support or whatever. How she get? Well, I guess you can get it. EVELYN is so pathetic because oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up. This ain't even what I was looking for, but I will pull it up because I was scanning for their faces. Hold up, I'm gonna pull this up because all of this because your friend got a man and you don't. Okay. So this is I guess the child support stuff that she got served. Since you want to bring up my ex, let's talk about your man's ex. She's still waiting on her child support for her 3 and 4 year olds. Your man has court in Cobb County on June the 4th. He already skipped 2 hearings. You've got standards for your clothes and wear, but not for the D you suck. Them thick thighs. That's the one she was with before. Why are you so pressed? Why you so pressed about who your so-called friend is sleeping with? And it's not in that sort of way. Look at how she's raging out. The audacity of Jen that to be her own character and not EVELYN's side piece, a sidekick. She said, yes, 3 associates and 3 men who worked and paid taxes, unlike yours. You've got standards for the clothes you wear, but not the D you suck. Jen, let me help you find the extra child support case since you brought up my ex. Since you want to bring up my ex, let's talk about your man's ex. She's still waiting for her child support. Blah, 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 Cobb County, blah, blah, blah. Jen, since you want to chomp your man, you want to chop. Your man's step kids would like to eat too. Have you checked on them, given them a bath, cooked for them, read them a bedtime story? Didn't think so. You're a bum in real life, not just on screen. Jen don't have to do none of that shit. Can I just be real? She don't have to do none of that shit. He abandoned his kid. And I'm not saying that it's cool, but like, what the fuck are you talking about? You was doing all of that to Chad Ochocinco, and he still bust you upside your fucking head. Jen don't have to do any of that. Jen ain't got no kids. Jen is a happy childless woman. Feed them, tuck them in the bed. She don't want to. Why would Jen want kids when she see how you doing with your daughter? No shade. I was about to say no shade. Shade. Yeah, I may have been married for a short time, but I love the stepkids. God, listen. And he got bust upside the head. So then Chrisean showed up. I guess this is a picture of the guy who was EVELYN's last fiance, right? So Chrisean met up with the nigga just to take a picture. He said, not you sneak diss me while sprinting towards the bullet like it's a track meet. Are you serious? I don't know what the hell is going on. Wait. I know is this Ike and Tina? Why she was just attempting to gaslight all of us about Chad Ochocinco, who literally busts upside her head. Now leave me the F alone. I was minding my business today until you started with me and woke. Oh girl, shut the fuck up. I can't. I don't even want to. I don't even want to go to war. I don't even want to go to war. But I am gonna find the video of Chrisean's parents. I don't know where they at. I had them. I'm gonna find that fucking video if it killed me, child. Maybe let me check my thing again. Cause it's easier to maneuver on my phone. How y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a good day. Hold on. Because certain things are just easier. Was it? The neighborhood talk. It was was it the neighborhood talk? I think it was the neighborhood talk. I think it was a neighborhood talk. Let me look before I switch it over. I could hardly see. Hold on. Let me just check and make sure it was a neighborhood talk before I go. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a really quick commercial break and try to find this. And when I come back, hopefully I have it found and be ready to post it. Hey guys, don't forget to go to my website, jovibeauty.com, where our items are not only sourced and procured with you in mind, but also with what's going to be dope this upcoming season. All right. So go to my website, jovibeauty.com, get you a new scarf, get you a new mug, get you something cute, and support the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Okay, guys, like I really keep meaning to redo that video, but we're here and I found it. It was, I don't know why I thought I had, cause I wrote down what is it? Whatever Jason Lee thing is, but it was the neighborhood talk. So let me pull it up. All right, y'all ready? Cause this is about to be some shit. Hold on.
Why don't you talk about what's going on in your house? Like your baby daddy, go pay his artist. He owe his artist. Don't he his failed record company? Like, dude, don't you owe Meg? Don't you owe these people? Go pay these people. Won't she worry about that? Like your daughter is living in the house with you. Y'all don't get no financial support because all his checks going to BMI. Why don't you talk about these kind of things? Woo! Like, I don't know. You're so invested in what Jen and Christian got going on, but you don't want to talk about the things that's going on in your household.
Well, you don't want nobody else to talk about the things.
Yeah. You say I shouldn't talk about your daughter. The game has fucked you and your daughter. Okay.
Damn. Listen, Evelyn loves to say, keep the kids out of it. Keep the kids out of it. Bitch, I ain't keeping you fuck with my kid. Bitch, I'm about to drag you for filth. Especially if I know you are filth. Bitch, go ahead. Listen, I don't know if this nigga a scammer, but I know that Evelyn ain't got no reason to talk about nobody.
They got pictures where you and Tiffany and Shawnee and your daughter is all there while you was pregnant. But then your daughter go and fuck the same dude you didn't fuck who y'all friends. Like he done ran a train on y'all at this point. Oh, you know, I'm just saying, like, don't your baby daddy owe people's money, drown in his goddamn pool. He got sued for that. It's a lot of topics that we could.
Oh. She said his baby drowned in a pool. What? No, it was somebody's baby. It wasn't his baby. Yeah. Ooh. Go ahead, mama, because,
Talk about, bitch, Evelyn.
Talk about.
You was pregnant with Carl's child at the same time his own daughter was just 5 months old. Bitch, do the math. Talk about that. He was with his ex while you was pregnant. Talk about that.
Evelyn can't talk about stealing nobody man. Remember when Tammy, season 1, or is it season 2? EVELYN has no nerve to talk about anybody but
there's so much other shit that you could be talking about. Jen, Christian and this girl was broken up before he even got with Jen. But you around here fucking a nigga who got a wife. And his child 5 months, and his child 5 months, you 6 months pregnant. Bitch, can you add? But that's just who you are. You talk about every guy, you talk about everything. But let me tell you something, bitch. You go low, I'm going straight to hell. I can give a fuck. Okay?
You go low, I'm going to hell. Play with me and my son if you want to. Oh my God. Y'all. Oh, all right, y'all. I'm about to, that shit did me in. But we're going to get into these comments and we're going to get into these donations, okay? Thank you, DC. She said towards the hit because y'all know I'm going to get hit through this video. Thank you so much for your donation. Oh, God. She said the Republicans was asked to step in by Amber Rose. Who the fuck is Amber Rose? Thank you for your donation, Curry Up, but who the fuck was Amber Rose? Cha-chang for both of y'all, DC and Curry Up. Changs the rules. Changs the rules. Who the fuck is Amber Rose? You mean the Amber Rose that mama or whoever's from the Ivory Coast? We see how the Ivory Coast people are. Hello, I said it. Y'all saw my video I posted yesterday. You know how them Ivory Coast people are. Not all of them. I ain't gonna do that. I got hold on. I got another donation. I just saw it. Okay. We got another anonymous, not our normal anonymous. We got another anonymous. She's in the chat. She sent us 444. She said a whole lot of fucks today. I know I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit bad. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get hit, boy. I felt it when I said it. I felt it when I said it. Cha-chang. Thank y'all for my donations so I could get hit and say the shit that really needs to be said without worrying about losing my income. So thank y'all so much. All right, let's jump into these comments. Okay, I hope y'all are all having a fantastic day. See the title. She said I'm working on my assignment. See the title. I'm like, oh gosh. Hey Kay, how are you? Hey Sierra DC. Metaphysical. She said metaphysical. Well, I don't know if it's a she or he. She said a lot of young people do this. They have a kid and toss them aside within a year or two. Yeah, they don't need to be having children. This is how you get grandma raised the babies. They didn't need to be having children. That's why we need to be go get your education. Go do something. You do not need to be having children. Like, no. She said she was feeding herself before. She said, I knew when she was feeding herself before the baby. Remember that video she did last time, wanted to play football and quit for him, not kicking a mom when they're down. Yeah, when she was feeding herself, stuffing food in her nasty ass mouth, but wasn't giving that baby no food. I remember that. Who's this? Oh. I remember that. Let's keep going. Oh crap, let me drop the link. I normally do that. I forgot. I got distracted. I played the commercial break too early. That's what it was. It threw off my routine. That's he hasn't hit any none. That poor baby. It don't look like it. Again, I'm not there, but it don't look like it. And you need therapy. And you need it as early as possible. Right? I know you need therapy. You need it as early as possible. And it's not happening. She said, last I checked, he was with a friend before she was arrested. I'm assuming she got the baby. Well, shit. Who knows? DC says she's having her morning coffee in my Jovi Beauty cup from your merch. Thank you so much. Matter of fact, I used it today, but it's in the sink. I'm trying to keep it down to 1 cup because I can go 2 or 3 cups of coffee, and that's not good because I be in here like this and then I crash. Little thing, y'all vocals about I said the same thing. Like, dang, y'all vocal about y'all dislike for black women this month. It is for real. F them though, but like we gotta pay attention. Hey Canva, how are you? We gotta pay attention because it's nasty. It is really nasty. Did you hear? Other people, not just her, but then harassing her. She said, Jadia. I hope I got that. Hello, it's evidence he was attacking other people, not just her, but Def. He was harassing her. Keep that demon in jail. He's right where he belongs. The F. Exactly. It was August Alessino. He went and tried to jump him. He jumped him, not tried. He jumped him because he didn't want to say hey. After you disrespected him, it was talking shit about him earlier on in the month or whatever it was. He didn't want to say hey to you. He has that right. But that little munchkin attacked him. And it was somebody else. I can't remember who, but it was somebody else he attacked during that same time. Like, you are literally going to trial for powing somebody at the end of the day. And you are running up on people, jumping them because on video at that, because they didn't say hello. He belongs in jail. Hey. Yeah, they not thinking about no damn Tory, but they know that the beta men, I don't even want to say beta men because I don't like them words, alphas or betas, but these misogynist, hateful men, especially the black ones, they live to be white men so bad. There's no dignity amongst them. I said what I said. She said, the way you word it all, chills. As always, I agree 100%. Thank you. She said it's Gemini season. Why you tell us that for? Zelia threatened to sue when Matt Healy tweets. Yeah, is that, like, girl, you was out here crying because your neighbor threatened to whoop your ass. Meg actually got pow-powed. And like Meg said, was I shot or not? Make a decision. What are y'all arguing? Like, what is the basis of your argument? Was I shot? No. What happened? Like, come on. A while ago, she said, I remember you saying a while ago, GloRilla does not give you girls. She doesn't. And those, and I keep saying, I said it yesterday, and I said those things sets these male identifying women up for failure every fucking time. And they don't even see it coming. They really don't see it coming because their mind, they think, they trying to be down with the nigga so bad. You'll sabotage your whole life trying to be down with these niggas so bad. How that worked out for Milagros. She's literally getting sued right now. How did that work out? How did that work out for so many women? How does it work out? Because you can drag the other woman all day. You can the other woman all day. These niggas still gonna drag you, boo. You could get a nose job all you want. You could be in a gym 5 times a week, bitch. They still gonna drag you. They are. Child said Megan's protecting her peace as she should. We got our lovely Divine one. Hey, Divine.
Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I forgot to compliment you our last discussion about that bob was, girl, it was flipping, girl. Yes, it was. That bob was giving. Yes, it was. Ladies and gentlemen of the panel of the comment section, look, I see 80 likes up in here. Okay, it's 104 of you up in there. Come on. It don't take that long. Come on, just click the like. Okay, show support for the Black woman content creator. I know it's May, but I'm doing all of my gift shopping. I got all these things coming in from China. I'm gonna go rustle through Jovi Beauty's website and get some of the mugs together and start getting my packages together. But yeah, y'all can do the same. You just get on there, and and when I heard Jovi say, "Oh," it threw me off. I started my commercial too early. I was like, "Run it again, girl."
I would have, but I had just posted it. So I was like, let me not do that. I was thinking that. I was like, girl, you did that like 3 minutes ago. Chill out.
I'd have read it again. I was like, "Oh, ooh, I had a little slip up, but we about to get back in line here." Okay. Let's talk about let me touch on Chrisean. We know she didn't want that baby.
We know.
That was a baby that tried to, trap the degenerate. Okay, and now you stuck with this baby. He's not getting out. I do believe he's in jail in Nevada, right?
Yes, I believe
Oh,
Nevada.
oh,
No,
baby,
he's in
no,
LA.
LA.
And then I think he gets transferred to Nevada. I don't know if he got transferred already yet, but I think he was in LA.
Child, they better understand. Las Vegas got OJ. Okay, you ain't getting you. What happens in Vegas? Your ass will stay in Vegas if you do anything, and you better be very mindful. They don't play.
Yeah.
Them police officers think they may be, they got some fat back police officers, child. I've been seeing them on them little motorcycles. I'm like, oh Lord, that's a whole lot of weight on them shots. And y'all need to check for the OEM parts of whatever, child. I don't know if them shots gonna last long the way that back looking.
Mhm.
But they there's a reason why crime is not the way it did it in Vegas, the way it used to be in the 80s and 90s. They
Yeah,
done stepped
those
up a lot.
Vegas cops don't play them games.
They don't play. If they looking for you, they gonna get you. So, but as it relates to Chrisean, it's you know, e- and this is why it's so important for you to be mindful of who you keep around you. If no one was telling her, if you're keeping the baby, keep the baby because you want the baby, not because you think it's going to keep him. Okay, if you can't get to that point where you want the baby, regardless of if he's in the life or not, then you need to go ahead and go to a chop shop.
Yep.
Don't do that. Don't do that to that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can send them right on over here to Divine. I take in children. I sure do. I've done it before.
Somebody need to take that damn baby.
Okay, and it's not by accident. The people I took in when they, parents are sitting over here tripping and overly focused on the man, and
Mm.
it's not by accident that all those kids have been graduated from college. I don't play.
All right, Divine. You're doing God's work, baby.
Okay, and
Somebody need to help them.
they didn't stay with me long. I think sometimes parents need a little break, and I'm okay with that. But
Mm-hmm.
after 2-3 months, you shouldn't get overly concerned when you're getting them child support notices because foster parents can file for child support too.
Mm.
I mean, I'm gonna get my money. I'm not Cardi B. Okay. I promise you, if Tasha K owed me $4 million, Tasha K would know no peace. Okay. She would have to be scared walking past shadows. I'm popping up. Where my money? As Milagro got child, Milagro to mess with a Southern gal too, child. You about to find out the hard way. They want their money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want excuses. I don't care about the little bastard children you got. I want my money.
Yeah.
Did you care about the little bastard children when you were talking all that ish about me on
There you
behalf of a man that refuses to even call you collect from the from the jail? No, you wanted to be the ride or die. Now it's time to get to the dying part.
Now
And
it's
you're
time
about
to die.
yeah,
Jesus.
you're about to die financially. Meg about to get her coin, okay?
I ain't mad at her.
And it's a lesson that the lesson isn't for Milagro because she's not. When you're that male identified and that male centered, you're not going to learn any lesson. The only thing you're going to learn is what position you're going to be in that 5.5 hour statistic. That
Mm.
you have to give up on those type of women. They are not girls. They don't give a damn. These are the same women that are sitting over here with that mindset. They can see the boyfriend coming out of the little girl or the little boy's room at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. and know what's going on, and that's that type of mindset.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but it's survival of the fittest, and you don't have a fit mind, so I'm okay if you die. You bye. Okay, you're a hindrance at this point.
I
You
agree.
are a nuisance. So Milagro is about to experience financial debt because she's already spiritually dead when you thought that was appropriate to do that to that girl. And I'm not having no sympathy for malignant.
I don't have no sympathy either.
Okay, and don't none of y'all feel guilty. The men will only operate the way that they operating when you have a contingent of women that's going to prop them up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we can take this to the election. Nobody had from the white woman. They didn't have no problem voting for this 34-time convicted felon. Okay, that aside, but look at all of the SA situations. You had no problem with that. You still cast a ballot for him. Okay. So yeah, they're not going to care about your birthrights or your right to your bodily autonomy. Their goal is to get a man
Yeah.
and to have the attention of men. And now I'm seeing have you seen it? I've seen all these conservative men. They want liberal women for
Yeah.
whatever kind of crazy deranged.
I
Well,
think they get off on trying to break us.
thank you. Now you understand why you see these black manosphere men overly obsessed with Instagram models and not these mammies that are out here. You have plenty of women that are real. I'll submission.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't the girl on the stand the other day, as it relates to Cassie, was sitting over here basically saying she was a pygmy? Okay, she wasn't being forced to do nothing. She willingly that's that submission talk. That's all of that crap. This is what the level up girl. This is the dark side of level up. They don't tell y'all this. This is what the puffies and them, those type of level up, those men with the money. This is what they're doing with the money. They're coercing you to have some, whiz in your mouth and all of this stuff. Okay, so y'all have to be mindful, especially, and I know y'all touched on it with the beta men, and I know you don't like to talk about that. Let me tell you something. That's I'm gonna tee off some manosphere men because they always talking about alpha and beta men, but they never talk about the zetas.
Mm.
The zetas are the lone wolves. They don't have a pack. They're not trying to impress other men. They compete against the other alphas and the
Mm-hmm.
entire pack, and they win. That's why they're called zetas. Alpha men are supposed to be at the top, but the beta men are always trying to impress who? Alpha.
Alphas.
Does that not seem a little bit homosexualish? Doesn't that sound homosexual?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
They're
so
way too concerned about their friends and not the women in their lives.
think
It's
about
crazy.
all the men that have gotten in trouble. A lot of them, especially, look at Mystical. Mystical, the 3 times his allegations he's had against him, and while he's in jail now, 3 years, and had a court date, I would think an attorney would say, "Hey, we need a writ of habeas corpus so we can produce the body, produce the evidence. Let's go to trial if
Yeah.
if he didn't do anything." But the reason why I bring him up is all 3 times he was in a close accompaniment of other men during those situations.
Mm. And
Okay,
nobody stopped them.
I,
Nobody did
I
nothing.
it's not about the stopping. It's why are you trying to do these things to impress these men to begin with? I think it might have something to be with the fact that you were a cheerleader in high school doing splits and cartwheels. Mystical.
Do you now?
Okay, that's what I mean. Him is who is the other one over there? Silky Draw, Silk the Shocker.
Shook the
That's
shock.
always there's always been questions about their sexuality in New Orleans, even before their little rap fame and all of that. Okay, um, Silky Draws was when he was in jail. Hey, you're not gonna win every battle when somebody trying to get your pussy. Okay,
Mm.
and that was the rumor. So, allegedly. As it
Allegedly.
but this is the mindset. This is why the way the women have been approaching it, going back and forth with the manosphere men. Stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
What you do is
Yeah.
you say you are too man identified. I think you're trying to fight for my spot. You're trying to impress the men. So maybe it's the men you're trying to impress because you secretly want that man.
Yeah.
And I think that is a legitimate argument. It's but and I'm sorry, but I'm not about to argue and debate nobody. How long the management men been on here now? 7, 8 years. Have
Yeah.
you ever ran across an attractive one with their original hairline? I haven't. I'm not about to argue with somebody who's not
Who could
physically
never.
attractive. You could never.
Who
You're
you would
not
walk past in the street. I would
okay.
like,
I would gladly walk past them with that 380 on my hip and wait for you to say hello to me. Pow. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a roach or maybe something escaped from the zoo. It did not have a hairline that looked like anything human. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of aggrieved, ugly men, and maybe they mamas need to stop lying to them. Stop calling them ugly bastards. My king, my little king. No, you court jester.
yeah.
Okay, no, you friar tuck, body built, shaped, beanbag, melted, butter looking. No, it's time to be truthful and it's time to be, you know, you have to, if a man's trying to have an interaction with you, trying to talk to you, that is all they have as currency is attention. They don't have currency. So
Mhm.
when you're paying them all of this attention, they feed off of that. No, I'm not giving you any attention. Go build something. You want my attention? Go build something.
Build
Where's
something. Go do
where's
something.
this black magical community?
Impress me.
Okay, you're a king. Where are the pyramids, king? King, where are the pyramids? Point me to your legion of pyramids you built. I'm not about to
Child,
listen
point
to
me to the road. These men, like I said, these men over there, I did the video yesterday. They are building the whole country with their fucking hands. And these men are out here complaining about women on mics. Can't do it.
look, I'm loving what I'm seeing in Africa right now. I did not like what I saw with the president of South Africa in the White House the other day. And I'm like, you shouldn't have went over there. You got ambushed with Donald Trump with his printed out. And it's funny how they made it look like it was a newspaper, but it wasn't. It was just some stuff they done printed out. I'm like,
Some shit that printed out that didn't even happen in South Africa. It was like in Senegal or something.
yeah. And I'm like, why are you entertaining them? I would have told him, sir, I think you need to worry about your credit score because as it stands right now, South Africa has a higher credit score than the US. That's what I told him.
That too.
You need to focus on paying the bills so you can get your credit score up, get your money. Stop paying all that extra high interest. That's what you need to be concerning yourself with, sir. I wouldn't have went. And he's up for re-election. He's going to lose based off of this right here. Stop capitulating to these people. I'm gonna end with this as it relates to that.
Yeah, we have another caller waiting.
I apologize, caller. Y'all know I be talking. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Imagine if I stole your watch, Jovi. I
Mhm.
stole your watch,
Mhm.
and then I give it back to you, but then you have to pay me for the watch that I stole from you. That is what's going on in South Africa. You
Yeah.
stole those people land. And the United States is in no position to lecture anybody. You stole this land from the Native Americans. The only difference between the US and the South Africans is that the US had enough time to commit their genocide against the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Okay. South Africa is right now, mind you, their apartheid ended in 1994. Okay, great. You're welcome. For those of us who were out there during the 90s marching and protesting and setting things on fire, you're welcome.
Mhm.
Okay. But they are just now having the conversation over 30 years later, 31 years later, on the reapportionment of the land
Yeah.
that was stolen. And they are compensating those people for the land that they stole.
They stole. Simple.
Okay. And the real argument that these Afrikaners, they didn't want to come here. What they wanted the U.S. to do is to put pressure on the South Africa to basically have their land in the South, close to the beaches, so that they can take ownership of that land and they can create their own country. No, thank
Mhm.
you. You'll be creating your country back in France, back in Dutch, back in over in Germany. Why is it? I'm gonna end on this. Why is it that the United States, with natural born citizens here, they're deporting them? Your parents weren't born here, but it's mighty funny how these ICE agents are picking up a lot of native born people here and
Yeah.
deporting them. So
Mhm.
why is it that the Afrikaners cannot be deported? Yeah, you were born here, but guess what? You're being deported back to your country of origin where your parents were from. You can go talk about land rights over there, okay? And on that note, y'all, make sure y'all sitting over here supporting Jovi, okay? I ain't seen no super chat. I've been talking. I done gave y'all some delicious content just now. I need this some super chats. Show me you appreciate me and get this girl some super chat, child. I'm nearing 10,000 on my channel and I can't get monetized because I don't have no filter over there. It's okay. So I'm not gonna get paid on my channel, but show me some appreciation and pay Jovi on my behalf, okay? And buy some mugs and some bonnets. It's almost bonnet season. Get you a
It's
bonnet.
bonnet season,
I need to
baby.
write that down. I need to put that on the list. I need to because I'm getting my little gift packages together. So we're gonna they getting bonnets from Jovi and coffee mugs. Okay, to be throwing at them kids, child. But somebody send Chrisean a little note. Next time I'm in Vegas, if you want to slide me that baby, I'll take the baby. Yeah, I'll do right by the baby. Okay, but yeah, you need to get around some real damn friends, child. On that note, y'all have a wonderful day.
All right, guys. So we have another caller, but before we do, we did get a donation. Okay, we did. We got two from the same person. Our number one anonymous says, check Zelle. I need my shimmy. Hit the like and hit the like. She telling y'all to hit the like. She told me to check Zelle. She need her shimmy and to hit the like. Oh Lord. So I screenshotted it because I went on there and I was like, let me screenshot it before so then she said, I checked Zelle. Shout out to number one anonymous. She said it's $50. Thank you, anonymous. She said, child, I've been so busy, finally caught a live. You look good, Joe. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Cha-chang chang. Change the rules. Change the rules. Cha-chang chang. Change the rules. Change the rules. Thank y'all so much for your donation. It is thoroughly appreciated. Child, I'm about to send that money over to my daughter. It's Founders Day, y'all. These damn schools. It's Founders Day. At least I get to see how much, she got her little Latin award or whatever. But Lord, so thank y'all so much for your donation. Oh crap, I forgot I had. Hey girl.
Hello.
My bad. I forgot for a second. I was about to get into comments.
No, I understand. I think with Chrisean, she wasn't prepared what it was going to be like to have a child with possible special needs, if
Yeah.
that's the case. She thought she was going to have like I don't know what these expectations are when you have a kid. Like you should be prepared for any of it.
They're just gonna put Jordans on them and put them in a nice outfit, and that's it. I don't think they really fully understand
Yeah.
about raising a child.
They want an Instagram baby.
Yes.
Where they like little mini people, how they have them kids dressed up on Instagram, and I think that's what she wanted, but you had a kid with blue face, and that was a dumb decision. But she also was so crazy about him where tattooing somebody's face on you is just crazy. Names, any of that, I just don't understand. So she wanted him to finally like claim her and all this. She wanted something she was never gonna get from him.
Yeah.
And the baby was just another reminder of that. Like, girl, this man does not. Didn't he say he was having a good time in jail because he didn't have to be dealing with his responsibilities?
They love jail, child.
Yeah, that's why they can't stay out of there. And he's just, that's like the worst person. And she was like a track runner and all this, and she just totally made a fool of
Scholarship,
herself.
school, everything. She
Yeah.
destroyed her whole life.
And I get if that's not the life you wanted, but this is on a whole other extreme, like to where what are you doing? You're not even focused on music, are you? Like, what was the purpose of all this stuff? And I don't know, it's just so weird. And I was perusing the internet, and I guess GloRilla said it was like an innocent mistake. Like with that, I don't know. I'm like, the girls are dangerous because they perpetuate that thought process of like Cassie wanted it or Megan didn't get shot. Like they spit out these weird conspiracy theories, and instead of just looking at the boring ass reality of this man shot her, Cassie said she was into it at some points, but then it was like, can we not do this? And when a woman said, or anyone says no or stop, and you continue this, now you're committing the assault. Like,
yeah,
I still don't know why people cannot accept the reality that these monsters, these not like demonic possessed people, these are regular people that make horrible fucking decisions. And one of my friends, he was like, oh, well, you know, that's what happens when you get up there in the music industry. I'm like, stop blaming anything but Diddy on this.
Yeah.
He's been like this.
Everybody fault but the fucking person who does it. Like, I don't
understand. It's not the music industry's fault that he is who he is. He was always like this. It was always rumors about him. So how are we forgetting it? Everybody couldn't wait for Diddy to go down until these details start coming out. And instead of getting the salacious, like he out here sleeping with men, news that they wanted, I guess, they're like,
that's coming. I think that's coming.
Yeah, right now they're like, well, he just beating on women. He just beating on a woman. Like, where did that just become a just issue? Like, he's just what? Like, did we not see the hotel video? It's like they become so insensitive to women's pain that they're like, oh, well, I mean, Megan, who cares if Megan got shot? Like, Megan is probably
life is more important than hers.
Yeah, she's 6 feet tall, and so, you know, I think with Megan and Glo, I think she started and felt so tired of having to defend herself. She like, you know what? I'm not even about to deal with nobody who support anything this man do.
Yeah,
because it's turned into he shot you, but then it was, did you sleep with him? What does it matter?
What does it matter?
What does it matter? And people saying Kelsey who slept with, who cares? She was married to somebody. So are y'all like gonna be this crazy about her? Like, can we stop that? You know, it's gonna be interesting too with the Diddy thing of if that girl Gina come out, because I watched that interview she did with Tasha K when that dropped. And she talked about how he was beating the hell out of her.
Yep, I saw that too.
You know, and with, you know, Carisha did a lot of like tasteless shit in the name of Diddy and all that. But she probably saw Diddy before he was gonna his mask drop, like where he was just the fun guy, you know, buying her stuff she wanted and all that,
and reeling her in.
Yeah, because it seems like that's what he does. He reels them in. Can we please reiterate that? Yes, Cassie was dating Ryan Leslie at 19 or whatever. He was also 10 years older than her. Then Diddy's like, no, I want her. And I'm more powerful than you. So I'm going to do whatever I can to get her at ease and show her that I, quote unquote, care. You know, this girl's from Connecticut of all places. Like, she's from Connecticut.
She's a child from Connecticut.
And,
she's a child from Connecticut. Don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, the dense motherfuckers that don't know what extortion is. The fact that he did a power play on her family, demanding $20,000 when you know that that's not nothing to you, and they had to take out a loan to get you this, just for you to say, oh, I don't want the money. It means nothing to me. I'm gonna just send it back. And people are like, but he sent it back. That's not the point. The point is they sent him the money he demanded.
To be able to get it so he can still keep her
under his thumb.
Yeah, like that's not the point. People are just they want to excuse it so bad.
And these are the same people that was so against he evil. He treat his artists like. Remember all this time that Cassie was still signed to his label. She was never gonna get 10 albums done, and he knew that.
Yeah.
Hell, do Beyonce get 10 albums on her own? I don't think so.
I don't even think so. Yeah. Like 10 album deal. Like
yeah.
Who has that? That's so insane.
It's predatory, just like all his other artists. People keep forgetting that. They saw Cassie as his girlfriend. I'm like, that's not what she is. The more we hear about this girl was his girlfriend. Yeah, she was somebody to use where he's like, oh, you're gonna have a nice music career, and then she said in the first couple of years things was fun. She was young. Okay, he wanted to experiment. She was like, I'm kind of open to that. But then that became her job in place of her being an artist.
Yeah.
And no one wants that. No one wants people pissing in their mouth. I'm sorry. Like, you can't convince me that she wanted that. She said she didn't want that. But because of how violent this picture that they painted, the constant need for power, and the need to beat her down and all that, those kind of guys put women like, I remember in college I wrote a paper about rape during war and how they would make the men watch. First of all, they know society has made women feel shame surrounding sex, especially when you're violated. When you didn't choose it, you still somehow get the blame for it.
Yeah.
And this is what is happening to Cassie and any other woman that's dealing with him. And I wouldn't be surprised if Young Miami was like, I did see some stuff. I don't think she would ever come out and say it because she doesn't want, if that was a thing, I don't know if she would come out and say it. She might not have said nothing. It might have been too early to tell. Maybe she was too big of an artist for him to do that too, because Jennifer Lopez was Jennifer Lopez when she met Diddy, so he had her carrying a gun and all that. And I know
she wasn't Jennifer Lopez. She was a fly girl. She wasn't in no movies or nothing back then.
She had already played Selena.
Did she play Selena?
Yeah, they were only together in the 2000s.
Selena, but that wasn't. I love Selena. But it, and I love the movie. But that may have been her breakout role. Like that.
But it didn't get big until later. Yeah.
It was like Jennifer Lopez wasn't. People didn't know who she was really unless you like watched In Living Color. Like, oh yeah, that's the girl from Selena. Yeah. But like she didn't really pop until after.
And I think she was also older and wasn't green because I think she had already been married a couple of times before.
Yeah, she was married when she met him.
Yeah, Jennifer gonna get married. And Diddy, he's not the marrying type.
What do you expect?
Yeah. She gonna get her husband. She's like, but with him, I don't think he had too much time to do that to her either. And that's why he was pining and I need a girl and all that, because he wanted her to get reeled back in so he could punish her for leaving. And she said, I'm not doing that. Yeah. And, with Cassie, people keep saying she was cheating on Diddy. What is cheating with somebody like that? She wanted a man that actually was going to be tender and loving towards her. She started to realize this is not a real. I want somebody to care about me, and she was never going to get that from him. And maybe Kid Cudi came and actually was interested in the artistry. And he kind of a rocker like dude. I love Kid Cudi. He don't bother nobody. And she probably saw like he's sensitive. Because he's an artist. Like artists are sensitive people and his music is vulnerable. So they probably was like, okay, cool. And she's like, Diddy is cheating on me, like, or in her mind is cheating because she's the one that's supposed to be loyal and she would hope he would give her that, but he would never do that because that's who he is. Mm-hmm. And I think too many people are too focused on, well, why didn't she leave? Like, it's women that's been in marriages that's like been horrible for 20 years and they're saying, Well, I was in an abusive marriage for 20 years. Why didn't she leave? Is she still with him? No. So she did leave, but it took a lot to get there. And I don't think we'll ever figure out the details behind how she truly got away, because when she got with Alex, it was probably just like, okay, maybe this could be something, but you know, I'm dating him, but also Diddy is still around and she can't turn them feelings off. The good feelings she had towards him, because you do still experience good times with somebody like that.
Yeah, that's part of the abuse.
The cycle,
they're not just always a monster. It's that's what keeps you hoping you can get back to their
that. And that's what that expert witness said, because she wasn't there to analyze Cassie. She's given an overall picture of why people stay in abusive relationships, or why it takes so long to leave, or why. We could always ask why, but the answer always is going to be, I thought we would get back to how we were before.
Yeah.
When he was fun, being silly, taking her out and about, and you know, she wanted to be an artist. He wasn't looking for that. He wanted someone to further whatever anger he had towards any other women. Mm-hmm. And Kim Porter was also a part of that. I don't care that maybe what Cassie might have been towards Kim Porter, because he trained them to be like that. Mm-hmm. You turn women against each other when you got that kind of power. Gina and Young Miami was going at it. And I'm like, y'all both dealing with the same craziness. You both are. Y'all don't see the game he's playing with you. It's always the women fighting each other and never taking a look at the man they're all involved with. So with him, I mean, hell, they could keep him under the jail. Tory too, you stay over there. You stay your ass in jail. Okay, prison. Stay where you're at. We don't need more violent men out on the street. I don't care that Diddy has kids and daughters and all that. Good. Keep him where he's at.
Daughters?
No, he don't. They never do. They never do.
Like, because the way I see it, and I said this the other day, I said this like last week, them girls, they have to watch them. They are a target for every perverted motherfucker in the world. They are a target.
Yep. All of the women that's involved with him are like, I remember it was some tweets. They was like, I'm not going to blame Cassie for her past, but I know her husband trying to turn his freak up. That's not who she is. Like that was a time in her life where she was being controlled. I don't care what people say about any of that. When you listen to what they were all saying, the picture they're painting is we were under fucking duress. That's why his ex-assistant got immunity, because are you really doing this at your own free will? If this man is threatening your livelihood or hanging people off of balconies in front of you or telling you that people disappear where he come from, doesn't sound like, I mean, I know they went in like, man, I'm about to work for Bad Boy. This is about to be an opportunity. I'm about to be, and then you run into this.
Yeah.
And me and my mom were talking about the whole Young Miami thing when all this started coming out. And she was like, these girls be wanting men with money until they meet a motherfucker like that. Mm-hmm. Who's straight up a fool. Who won't hesitate to beat the hell out of you in front of people.
Yeah.
Choking you. What did we say about choking? That's a slow build up, and it comes to a violent end when a man chokes you. Yeah, he could easily end your life. Mm-hmm. So, I think with all the women coming out and finally like addressing this craziness, I think it's time for women to disengage and stay disengaged from these conversations with men and these male identified dangerous ass women. These male identified women will get you fucking killed.
They will.
They will get you killed. Y'all regular girls, do not get with the hood dude. He will have you in shootouts.
Yep.
Snatching your purse and pulling out his gun and shooting at people.
And will leave you dead and will leave you bleeding out on the ground while he runs.
Yeah, he ain't gonna save you.
He's not gonna save you, baby. He'll leave you bleeding out on the ground.
Yep. I remember when I was a teenager where I come from, they like, your sister like hood dudes. My sister like, absolutely not. Don't even look at her because I was like, I'm allergic to all that. Yeah, that's what my family, some of them hood, all that, but I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want a nice, quiet nerd like me. I'm a nerd. I don't want to be out there. I want to be chilling. I want to go eat. I want to
go eat. I want to go chill. I want no drama.
No, I want to go to the mall. Like I don't want that.
I don't want you to say, well, we can't go there because my ops. None of
Yeah,
that.
the ops. Why we gotta run from people out on the town? Nobody want to deal with that. It's not fun. It will get you killed.
It will.
Get a nice, quiet guy that's not in that. That's a regular dude that is just as chill. Get some peace. Don't go for that. We see what that excitement gets you. It gets you beat down, drugged. Cassie had to go to rehab to get through all of this, and she still had ideations of into her life even after her daughters were born. And her husband's like, we gonna get through this.
Yeah.
Her husband is a real man. Her past, okay, who cares that was stuff that she did, and she might have liked some of it at certain times, but that's part of the whole experimentation and knowing what you like and what you don't like, and but once you take it too far and someone is literally trying to leave and you punching them and dragging them back, that's way beyond.
Yeah.
So be careful out there, y'all. These heifers will get you killed over these men trying to please them, trying to appease them, trying to take sides of Tory Lanez for what? For who? For what? Because everybody's saying free Tory. Who cares? Keep him where he's at. Did he not commit a crime? Y'all just want the dangerous people out and about with the rest of us? Because all these men, Boosie, who? Exactly. Why do we care what somebody like these men? We should not give a fuck about what they think.
What a motherfucker like Boosie think, or
yeah, you dysfunctional as it is.
Like, I don't understand. Yeah, that's why I always say, don't argue with them, don't engage, pay attention, and keep it pushing. I ain't even gotta tell you why I ain't fucking with you, bitch. If you too stupid to understand, that's on you.
Yeah, I told my friends, like, I'm listening to how people talk about this around me, and I have a few male friends, and I always be correcting them, like, yeah, no, this is not the music industry. Diddy has always been this way.
Yeah.
He's always been this way. Don't you see what we see? But now in this trial, we're getting a look under the veil of what he really been up to besides the parties. Because if you listen to Cassie's testimony, it was always her, maybe one or two of the male workers, and Diddy was in other rooms. That's why you might not see him on these tapes that he was threatening to release. He knew who to be in the room with and who not. He knew that he was blackmailing her to control her.
Like, come on, like, let's stop playing.
Yeah,
he knew that. About, why she's not a co-defendant, bro? He did that so she will feel like she caught up in the shit. Are we stupid?
Like the assistant, Mr. That man that was telling nothing but the truth the other day. He's like, it's not ideal what was going on. And they're like, don't you have immunity? He's like, yeah, first of all, we were never not working, even on vacation. And you got a boss like Diddy. People need to stop thinking that he's this like gentle brother love bullshit.
We know that. We've been watching him for fucking decades.
Yeah, be this shiesty. And I would want immunity too, because you did. You told me we was going to a party or something, and here we are shooting out and riding. I'm the getaway driver, I was saying. And then it's like, I need to. What did he say to him? He said, I got this footage just in case I need to use it. Is that not coercion?
Yes.
People are really fucking stupid. And I really, this year after this election, I realized that stupid people and me, I can't even talk to you because I'm going to bury you with facts. And I'm going to go in and not give a shit. And I will tell you, you are not smart. And I look down on stupid people.
I do.
Because y'all are dangerous.
Yes.
We're too advanced of a civilization to be this fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So Cassie deserved every dime she got. She should get more. She has 2 beautiful little girls and a boy on the way. Her husband, Mr. Fine, Mr. and Mrs. Fine, they fine. Okay. They both Cassie fine and Alex fine.
They fine and they fine.
Yeah. And he's getting into acting like that man loves her. It's hard to explain when you never had somebody to be gentle and really care about you. What the stuff that she experienced, people like her husband listening to this, she probably already told him. She knew she was going.
She told him. He knew.
He had to know why his wife was going to be sleepwalking and having PTSD and wanting to kill herself. She had to tell him all of it. We've all told them all of it. Like when we go through something, we tell the people we know that love and care about us, that tell us, you know, that the action, not even just the words, how he showed her that you safe here.
Yeah.
You're safe here. That whole relationship with her, the reason they were able to move so quickly is because, first of all, Diddy ass is crazy. You know that he probably was like, you know, you got to pay for her, right? Like she's some property.
Yeah, like he was selling a hoe to another pimp or some shit.
Yeah, and I hate that people are like, oh, I wonder who the big fish is. Diddy is a big fish, is he not? This man had an empire.
Mm-hmm.
He is one of the big fish.
Yeah.
Okay, people keep wanting it to be Jay-Z and all that. Listen, Jay-Z could be a lot of cheaters, this, that, and the other, but that's really it. And he's Beyonce's husband. Like,
yeah, I don't see that.
No, and it's not even about being a Beyonce fan and none of that. It's just how they move.
His personality, how he moves. He don't give that sort of energy. Like,
yeah,
didn't asshole energy, you know?
Yeah.
He don't
when
give
you grow
up
up in the hood, you do become an asshole. You got to be on guard when you come from them same places. From what I see, Diddy had a nice life.
Diddy had a better life than fucking Jay. Jay grew up on the block in Marcy. Diddy lived in Harlem for a little bit, and then he moved up to fucking Mount Vernon. That's
upstate, ain't it? I don't know nothing about no New York, but
upstate, yeah. So,
and he wanted to be like his father, I guess, if that's what they say his dad was up to. But
his dad was. I made a video about that a while ago. I'll reshare that video right now. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, but I think people wanted to be the people that, like, y'all remember the Sacrifice Illuminati videos everybody was watching on like the 2010s? We swore that Jennifer Hudson sacrificed her family. And now when I look back at that is such an evil thing to put on somebody. Yes. When their whole family got murdered by a crazy ass man and they had proof that he was crazy. We got proof that Diddy has been this way. He hanging motherfuckers off of balconies. That producer, or I forget, it was somebody, he attacked them with like a bottle because I guess the person was about to go to court over to some shit and all that. I got footage just in case I need to use it, or your mom needs to pay me for me losing money over Kid Cudi. Like, Kid Cudi probably didn't know none of the stuff that was going on. He probably was like, shit, Cassie trying to holler at me? She cool. She seemed like a sweet girl next door that went through hell. Like, that's, you can tell that's how she is. So, yeah, he is the big fish, and he could stay his funky stank ass. Every time I see him, I'm like, ugh, I just stank. All I could think of is the baby oil, the lube, and the grossness of it all. Of it all. You know? And so, yeah.
Stink and
drugs and the just slipperiness of it all. But he can't slip out of this one.
Nope.
Hopefully. They better wrap this up. They better clamp him down. And part of me think he know he gonna lose this case. He just wants to embarrass everybody that he had control over. And you guys, don't be surprised if no other major celebrities come out of this, because it very well could have been, no, I'm not gonna, my parties could be wild, but it ain't gonna be like the freak offs with the Jay-Z's of the world. They might be you know, it might be naked dancers and stuff like that, but it seems like the way Cassie described the freak offs, it was strictly for control of her and his intimate like partners, and that it was to embarrass and shame them. He cool with people with as much power as he has. Like Jay-Z ain't gonna be going for that. He gonna be like, what the fuck? And he know that people gonna tell.
Yeah.
The one assistant yesterday said my job was to protect his public image. So how many people do you really think is gonna know about this? Cassie said, y'all found out about this when I finally came out and spoke about it. We knew that he probably was beating her up, you know, slapping her. It was stories about that for over a decade.
Yeah.
But nobody would have thought that that was the stuff she was dealing with, being
to this extent.
yeah, hoard out by this man. Like, you paying other men to sleep, professionals, I mean, you know, nonetheless, but you pushing even them to the limit. Like, you can't do that for 4 days straight. I don't care how nasty you think you are, how freaky you are. That is just, the human body got limits.
Just, yeah, like
the human mind got limits to the constant direction. She said, like, he would be silently directing or be in another room. So yeah, I saw some stupid comment about y'all believe anything, and why would he release the video if it's out of him? He's not in them. He might be in some of them, the ones he want to keep for himself.
Yeah.
But the ones of her getting pissed on and all that, that was to shame and embarrass her and to keep her where she was at. Exactly. So that's where the Rico parts of this come from, and also his stupid ass. You had her mama send the money to the bad boy account.
Cause he a dumbass.
He thought none of this, none of this
shit was ever gonna catch up to him.
Yeah.
Ever.
Y'all saw he was getting ready for another one. Last one when it was time to get arrested. They found all the same supplies, the Astroglide, the baby oil, like just a nasty man. And I know that people ain't gonna want to touch him with a 10-foot pole, like, but he'll be where he at. You can have all the freak offs in prison. Just make sure the guys want it. Stop forcing people to do things they don't want. Diddy. Because rape, no man deserves to be raped either, prisoner or not. But if they want to freak off with you, they gotta want it. You can't force.
All right, girl. Thank you for coming.
All right. Have a good one, y'all.
You too.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. She said you gotta want it. I'm done. All right, y'all. I am starving. We've been here 2 hours. Y'all know I don't eat in the morning. I'm starving. I'm about to crash. So we're about to get up out of here. I think I'm gonna post. If you have not, I just reshared the Diddy video that I made about his dad for those who want to see. I also made a really dope video yesterday. I didn't come live, but it was a lot happening. I was like, I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna post this. It's doing real well. So share it. Click on it. You know, I'm just giving you a recap of all the craziness that's happening on the continent. Yeah, so let me go get something to eat. I think I'm gonna get some pizza. Pizza sound good. Nice greasy pizza. I think I'm gonna go get some pizza. And try to come back and see if I'll can post another video or two. I might make a video about the whole, you know, Medicaid and stuff that's happening, you know, but what do you want from me? I appreciate y'all all for coming. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.